Hi everyone, my name is Abby and I'm a coach here at CircEsteem. Today, I have a very special challenge for all of you. It's called 30 Days to Splits Challenge. So what we're going to be doing is every day for 30 days, you're going to be doing these 7 stretches to get into your splits. The goal of this is that by the end of the 30 days, you will hopefully have reached your splits. But if you haven't reached your splits, the goal is that you'll be a lot farther along than you were at the beginning of the month. So every Monday, I want everyone to post, if you feel comfortable, to post a progress picture of where you are in your splits journey. And use the hashtag CircEsteem and the hashtag 30 Days to Splits Challenge. So that way we can all be motivated and see each other's improvement and where we are on our splits journey. And if you don't feel comfortable posting on social media, that's totally fine. I would definitely encourage you to take progress pictures for your own personal growth, because I think it's really wonderful to visually see how much you're improving in your journey. So if you're ready, give this video a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be doing all of these stretches on my right leg because that's my better leg, more flexible. But I would love for all of you to repeat this video twice. So you're going to do each stretch on both legs. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to be doing one side. So let's start with doing a warm-up so we can get our muscles warm, our blood pumping, our heart racing, and excited to start this routine. So we're going to be doing 30 jumping jacks. And I want everyone to count out loud with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. You feeling good? I'm feeling good. I'm definitely feeling warm. So let's go ahead into our first stretch, which is our pike stretch. Have your legs super straight right in front of you. Flex the feet. I want you to take a deep breath. Reach your hands up to the sky. And breathe out and bend forward, reaching for your feet. Oh, this is a great warm-up stretch to get our hamstrings, our calves, everything ready for our splits. And I want you to do your best here to keep your back straight. So I don't want you to be curving over like this. I want you to really think about a straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Yeah, just like that. Looks great. Okay, now we're going to be getting into our lunge position. So I'm going to go over this side, bring my right leg out in front, whichever leg you're working on. And I want it at a 90-degree angle. So we're gonna have our knee right above our ankle here. So it's a nice straight line. Straighten the back leg, and we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. You can either have either hand on either side of the foot, or sometimes I like to put both hands on the inside of my foot because I get more of a stretch. And just breathe here. Breath is your best friend when stretching. Actually going to turn so you guys can see me better. We're lowering this knee down so it's touching the floor, relaxing the back foot, still keeping us at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to come up, placing your hands on the top of your thigh and really stretching that hip flexor right here because that's going to help us when we get into our splits. So important to stretch that back leg. if you're feeling super flexible today, maybe this is your second or third week of the challenge, I want you to bring your elbows down to the ground, really opening up that hip, letting everything release. This is so nice if you've been sitting all day. This feels amazing. All right, bring it back up. And now we're gonna be taking our back foot here. Take your opposite hand, or I guess it's the same hand, same leg, reach back, and the goal here is that you want your heel to be touching your butt. But if you don't have very flexible quads like I do, you're probably gonna be out here. But the goal is to get your heels close to your butt as possible so we really feel a stretch right here. Whew. This is very difficult for me, but I'm breathing through it. I'm having fun, I'm enjoying it. That's what it's about, right? All right, release that foot, and then we're gonna straighten this front leg, flex it, and I want you to keep the hips square. What I mean by that is that I don't want one hip going back like this or out like this. I want both, like imagine that there's two lasers coming out of your hips going forward. So this is what I want. I'm gonna show you from the side again. And again, keeping that back straight. So we're trying to touch our belly button to our quad here. We're not trying to hunch over like this. Trying to keep everything nice and straight. All right, and now we're going to be going into our pigeon pose. So I want you to bend this leg in front of you, bring it forward, and try to sit your hips down onto the ground. So depending on how flexible your hip rotators are, you can either bring, if they're not that flexible, you're probably gonna be more comfy bringing your foot in towards your hips. But if you are feeling very flexible in your hip rotators, you're gonna bring your foot out as far as you can. Don't get the foot and the knee in a straight line. You want them to be slightly at an angle, because if you put it directly perpendicular from your knee, it's going to be really intense on your knee joint. So even if you are feeling super flexible, have it close to straight, but not exactly straight. So I'm going to have mine kind of in the middle. That's where I'm feeling it today. And so this is really good to open up those hips, getting everything nice and warm. So important to do all of these stretches before you go into the splits. You don't want to just drop into the splits, because then you might injure yourself, and that would be really bad. You don't want that. So this is great to get all the muscles excited and ready to go. So, if you're feeling good, let's go ahead and get into our splits. So I'm going to be showing you a few modifications. If you can't get all the way down to your splits yet, that's totally fine. These are some modifications to help you eventually get down to the floor. So the first modification I'm going to show you is taking two chairs, the same height, and you're gonna go into your splits, putting both hands on each chair. So if you're up here for your splits, that's completely awesome. This is perfect for if you're not exactly comfortable going all the way down yet. Another modification is if you have two books that are about the same height, you can go into your splits from there. Or if you have yoga blocks, those are kind of the same thing. Books are a little harder because they're not as sturdy. And if you're feeling super flexible and you're like, hey, I can go all the way down to the ground, then you don't need anything. You just need you and yourself and the ground. So we're gonna be going into our splits, slowly lowering ourselves down. Breathing into it. Listen to the biggest thing I would say is listen to what your body wants. There are some days where I want to go down the splits and my body just says nope, and that's okay. Our bodies are different every single day. So you're gonna find with this challenge that every single day, it's not gonna be a completely upward trend in your progress. It's gonna be a little different every day. But the goal is that I want you all to become more flexible than you were at the beginning of this month. So we're gonna hold in our splits here for a little bit because I really want you to stretch those muscles, get them nice and comfortable in this position because this is a very intense stretch. Pointing the feet, straightening the back, shoulders away from the ears. Ah, this feels awesome. Okay. And we're done. Great job, everyone. You just finished your daily stretching routine to get into the splits. Now make sure that you repeat this video twice so that you can get both sides. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and happy stretching. Bye, everyone.